But all this story is just a dream. It is just an illusion. Abide in the self. So I'm doing this video because I really want to drop this story. I don't want this story to come into my mind. And sometimes when you start speaking of it, it might get worse, but it came to a point I had to start sharing, talking about it. And I also phoned this other volunteer who keeps sending me messages, and I shared with it how the situation is, so I can really drop it now. And I feel an enormous, strong presence just writing my truth. I don't know what Anita's truth is. I just know how our life has been preceded and unfolded during these 17 years. And it's been a marvelous journey. I really love it. And I love to have challenges. Even though sometimes it felt, my God, I cannot be here any longer. I would still just... And now maybe I can sell the house and cash in the money and do something else with life. It arises like that. I sell the house, can take the money, get a small apartment and buy a mobile home and have some fun with that. But ultimately, the highest and deepest truth is to be with an awakened being and to become an awakened being. And there's nothing I can become because it is already there. But then this kind of mind attacks, this one I just shared about, stops, comes in. And it wants to be part of this illusory story. So the whole life is just like a dream. At nighttime we dream, in daytime we also dream in a way. And to step back from that, to abide in the self, to go really deep with oneself, to realize that there is only that. Like Nisargadatta said, I am that. And many times I've shared, I am consciousness. I am awareness. I am stillness. I am bliss. But the bliss is like coming and going more. But the stillness is something that is always there. Sometimes more in the foreground, sometimes more in the background. When I get caught up in. And ultimately there is no I, but we use words. I, me, mine is not really real. It's just the character in the movie, I, me, mine. And that's the teaching of Krister also. Now we're going to get rid of this I. And the funny thing is, the very first satsang I went to, it was Mickey Karlholm, organized something in Hälsans hus in Stockholm. And I was totally new to this. I only started with therapy and went to Ängsbacka once maybe or so, just in the beginning. And I came in there and there was a guy from New Zealand. And he said, the only problem is the I. I, which means the ego. And it means the part of the mind who is playing all these games. So the mind consists of two parts. One that is totally natural, that is good as a working like a computer, and one that is totally useless. And that side just has to die. It has to surrender. And it has to surrender because it's not the master anymore. Some moments I'm everything, some moments I am free. I open my heart, where else can I be? To be or not to be, that is the question in this blessed world. La 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 la. Some moments I'm nothing, some moments I am free. I open my heart, where else can I be? To be or not to be, that is the question in this blessed world. La 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 la. Abide in the self, abide as awareness, abide as consciousness, abide as being. Then whatever plays out has no power. Then the spell has been broken between being unconscious to being a conscious player in this game called life. Thank you, Ananta. Ananta, which means the eternal, the deathless, one who is beyond, one who is endless, one who lives without time, one who lives in the vertical. And whatever happens in the horizontal is all mind. Go beyond the mind. Thank you.